when Liberation Day came, not the 1st of May, but the 2nd of April, that was not a complete surprise to us. Because Trump had signaled very clearly and over many years that he wanted to do tariffs and he wanted to equalize America's trade deficit. He believes in tariffs since he was a young man. He had said during this campaign repeatedly that if he comes in, he's going to put tariffs on everybody. It's the most beautiful word in the vocabulary. And the first time he was president, 8-9 years ago, he had imposed some tariffs. So that he was going to do something was not a surprise. But even then, what happened in the Liberation Day was more drastic than expected. In fact, it is the biggest shock which the global trading system has ever faced. The stock markets plunged. I think even the bond markets moved in America. Interest rates went up, bond prices came down. And so for now, there's a 90-day postponement on what Trump called the reciprocal tariffs. And he's put in some exclusions for Chinese smartphones, laptops, chips. And so for the time being, there's a reprieve. But tariffs on all the countries, 10%, that's non-negotiable and that's in force and happened already. So postponing 90 days sounds like you've got 90 days of reprieve, but actually during these 90 days is not just the tariffs which have been postponed, because with this thing hanging over you, waiting, not sure whether it's going to come or not come, everything else goes into limbo. Because what happens after 90 days? We know that what the US administration wants is they want to eliminate the US trade deficit. They want to rebuild manufacturing in the US, bring the jobs back, and they want to do this not only across the board to balance with the whole world, but they want to do this country by country, with China, with Japan, with Canada, with Mexico, with Vietnam, not with Singapore. Why? Because Singapore has a surplus. America has a surplus with Singapore. That's all right. If America had a deficit with Singapore, we would be there high on the list too. It's the way they are thinking about their problems. So this is a fundamental belief, a very deep motivation. Trump believes it. His team believes it, many of them. And these are goals which are going to be very difficult to achieve. So we must expect him to continue to pursue this objective. And when he makes moves, and the moves have not delivered results, I think the conclusion will not be to leave off, but will be to continue to do more moves and to take further strong measures. So we can expect to see more further steps taken by the Americans over time, and that's going to have very major consequences for many countries, including Singapore. So we are here now, steps taken, steps yet to come, more uncertainties to come. We are not where we were before this new administration took office or before the 2nd of April. The world is in a new phase. One of the biggest problems in trade and arising from this tariff package is the damage to US-China relations. America has postponed the tariffs against other countries, but not postponed against China. The tariff war between America and China has already begun. First round, America put 20% on. China responded with selected products. Then America came back again. China went back and forth. Now, US levies on China 145%. And the Chinese, you do this to me, I do this to you. The Chinese do to the US imports, US sales to China, 125%. So it's reached the level where the number doesn't matter anymore. It can be 100, it can be 200, it can be 300. How much business is going to be done? Probably almost none, because it's impossible. And it doesn't stop with such tariff items. It goes beyond tariffs. So, for example, China has restricted rare earth exports. And what are rare earths? They are a raw material which you need to make all kinds of electronics equipment. And China is a major exporter. If you don't get it from China, it's very difficult to get from other places. So China says, you do this to me, well, I will respond. I will restrict rare earth exports. And you don't want me to sell you goods? Okay, I will not buy your goods is one thing, but I will also restrict imports of Hollywood films. Films are not goods, because films you just stream over, you can watch, it's services. But never mind, I will restrict that. I won't watch Disney, I will watch Naja 2. So, effectively, the bilateral trade is going to get killed.